I guess, about some motorsport. I think we watched a video last time that was pretty fun. It was like, well, maybe not last time, it was pit stop, but they get crazier or something. A lot of like close call pit stop. I like that, so let's watch this one, which is motorsport moments, but they get increasingly more bizarre. Okay, by red line. Oh damn, strike.
Just reacted at the last minute.
Oh, hello reckoning.
Millions of dollars of damage here.
Some cricket videos, if you want.
Brake disc, the back there glowing.
No more brake pedal. Brake line exploded.
At the moment, Sebastian Vettel under pressure.
We have an issue on the left-hand side, rear left.
And Sebastian Vettel under pressure from George Russell, who wants to get racing with the Ferraris. Oh, and Sebastian Vettel locks up, goes straight through the polystyrene blocks. And one would imagine that issue is contributing to the way that he could.
That's terrifying, like F1, right, it is? And you have no brakes. So like, you just have to hope that you will be able to like slow down like naturally enough to not crash into someone or something.
He treats those blocks as a chicane.
The brakes failed. Brakes failed.
How does that even
dear,
feel?
oh dear.
You can see the left rear smoking.
Keep that intensity up right now.
Race starter.
Oh no! Oh no! And our car girl was there on the track.
I mean, she was kind of late.
Not as bad
Or
as
was she in the middle of the road?
Deruvula, the race leader, Jan Deruvula comes into the pits.
Ah, the headrest has come out of the car.
That's unbelievable. The headrest has come loose. We were in the start replays when this was happening. And a dramatic sight as the headrest makes itself loose, and then eventually it's going to make its bid for freedom at the chicane. There it is. Oh,
Could have been worse, yes.
There is misfortune, and then there is that for Jahan Deruvula.
And it looks like it's on fire. It's the number 5 car. It's Xavier Leveras, the driver that was leading the race. He's out of the car. Car's on fire. And there's our camera. Was installed in the bollard, currently being pushed around by Gustav Kirilla. And this is the moment where the camera is in the middle bollard. And well, he took both of them out for good measure.
Okay.
There's the remnants of our camera hanging out to the bollard and wraps around the rest of the car. And actually, the octopus
is
trying to weave to get rid of that bollard caught under the car. So he's into the pitch. You can see the clock ticking down.
Red flag again, guys. Don't know what's happened here.
Session because it represents track.
Doug.
Oh, it's a dog on the track again.
I don't know if it was a dog or a cat.
They're heading for the barrier, though. That's a well-trained dog.
Should Doug him?
Well, he's not a well-trained dog, so he shouldn't have been there in the first place. But yes,
okay, I see your point.
He's trying to make the best of a bad job, is what you mean, yes.
Yes, okay, you're right.
He's a very naughty dog.
Who let the dogs out?
Man, that's funny, and that ended well, but I can only imagine, like, in all of these motorsport races, there must be some time where, like, they run over some animal, yeah? I mean, I'm sure it's happened before, yeah?
Absolutely, you have to offer them treats if you want to get them off the track quickly.
How is the training of the Labrador going?
My wife's in charge of that. She's, he's coming along.
If I had known that dogs were allowed, I would have brought mine. But he's in quarantine, so it wouldn't work out.
Bro, he's in quarantine.
That's how he does it, look.
So he gets out.
Secret way in and out.
Well, we're sleeping. It was chill man before a race.
There's a car driving around with the bonnet up, covering its windscreen. Rudy Adams is a danger to everybody, and especially to himself, because he literally could see nothing. He was...
Just park on the side, I don't know. Like, don't stop on the road, but park on the side.
Zigzagging between grass and grass across the track at one of the fastest parts of the circuit. And he's going to drive into the pit wall. He drives straight into the end of the pit wall because he couldn't see where he was going, and now the car is jammed in the barriers that protect the end of the pit wall. What have you done? And the other half now can't stop themselves laughing in their fatigue.
wait for the green flag to clear at the back. Oh no, we've got a problem here. David Munoz, hand up. He stalled the number 64 bike. Nightmare start into the season for Munoz.
They're going to have to push him off.
Yeah, they're going to have to get him off the grid. He's going to have to start from the back of the grid here. Yeah, they're ushering him off the circuit. So drama to kick off 2024 in Moto3. Munoz is not allowed to take his place on the grid.
Danny Aldridge sticking to him there.
There's a penalty. Yeah, he cannot do this. This is an illegal start. David Munoz has to get off the grid. He might want to fight this out and argue his point here, but it's irrelevant. He's got to get off the grid. So there is this a dramatic start to the new season. Munoz, a calamitous way to kick off the new year.
Oh, we've got a problem. James Davison, right front. Yeah, he's hit the wall. It looks like and the brake is on fire. Oh my gosh!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Apart, so, and the brake is on fire.
That looks insane.
Wow,
like it looks like the brake part is literally like melting. You know, like kind of when you're blacksmithing and the thing is like boiling red hot. That's crazy.
Oh, wheel is broken apart. So, Paul, I wonder if it started with rotor temperature. You can see the brake rotor. Well, I have never seen anything like that. Maybe something stuck in there generated so much rotor temperature. Oh, and then it exploded right there, the wheel. So something horribly wrong with the rotor and drag with the caliper. And Davison must be in complete shock. Like, what in the world just happened?
Terrifying.
Wow, that is wild. I've never, ever seen. I don't know why he just doesn't stop. Well, if you can get to pit lane and they can figure out how to get that wheel off, Paul, I'm sure. Oh, now the whole car's going to light up.
He's done, yeah.
That's a big fire. He needs to get out of that car really quickly right now.
This is Australia's James Davison in his 6th Indianapolis 500. And it is over pretty much as quick as it started. What a shame.
Yeah,
but there's
you don't see that
there's a lizard on the track. Ah, great! We haven't had one so far.
Well, there's a giant lizard on the track.
Is that called a monitor lizard, I think?
Yeah.
Good see that.
So we are told the track is clear, but just have a look for the lizard.
Oh, it's in the middle of the track.
It thinks it's an Aston Martin.
So maybe it's Lawrence, the lizard, that's going across the track there. And I'm not surprised they've red flagged this session. They are a protected animal. With that in mind, and also the fact that Lawrence doesn't want to go anywhere that's not on the track at the moment, I actually think this is a really sensible decision.
Lawrence is rapid.
Catch the lizard.
This kind of disaster is so funny.
Very smart.
Look at the pace of that. It's a straight drag race. Marshall against Lizard. Daniel Ricciardo's smiling, and I'm not surprised. This I've never seen before. Marshall chases Lizard.
So much work to do here.
Brilliant.
He's
down!
It'd be a different story if it was a Komodo dragon. I think Komodo dragon are like in a very, very small part of the world, so they would not be on the track.
This I've never seen before. Marshall chases Lizard.
So much work to do here.
Brilliant.
He's
down! He's gone down! His left arm gets run over as well, just on the inside, the tight line. Stefano Nepa gets cleaned out for the 2nd year in a row. Oh, he's Ortola went running for the wrong bike, didn't he?
Yeah, Ortola's
gone.
On my bike. Yeah,
what's Ortola doing? Ortola's so
desperate. You're on my bike. Can you have it back, please?
Proper mental block there for Ivan Ortola.
Oh, this is going to be a long night, and some nervy teams waiting
6 hours
to
into a 24-hour race.
Daylight as well as the temperature changes, but no problem for the fans who are getting the moves going around the fire. They're enjoying themselves.
Yeah, there's something about this place and enjoyment levels that just seem to be quite fluid, really.
I don't think they're here for the race.
Well, they come very naturally.
Leclerc and Bottas are out of their car, so their damage is too big as we've got the safety car out.
There's so much debris.
Now having a red flag, so that will give the chance for people to repair the cars.
Sun is out,
20 minutes later.
quickly here.
It is incredible how quickly that track is drying out there. Let's see how quickly we see the first slick tire runners.
So, is it worth a gamble at the end of this formation lap? Once you've got a feel for the conditions, if you're Max Verstappen, you've got nothing to lose by coming in. If you're Lewis Hamilton, surely you're not going to come in for slick tires. The trouble is, Nico, how long are those intermediate tires going to last now the track is drying up so fast? Is he going to dive into the pit lane? No, he's not, but Esteban Ocon is. Ocon's making the choice to come in. Hamilton's going to be the only one who's going to start this race. What Hamilton needs to do here is to get as far ahead as possible of the rest of the field. Otherwise, he is going to lose out big time. It's going to be lights out and away we go for Lewis Lewis Hamilton only. The race leader is the only driver who's not come into the pit lane to change tyres. Out now, into the race comes the Williams of George Russell, who is up in a second place.
Yeah, it's dry. Yeah, copy Lewis, so box.
Mercedes made a huge error here.
A massive mistake, but of course, I mean, it's such a difficult situation.
When Hamilton comes out into this race, he's now going to feel right at the back.
Am I last? Yeah, 8th in this.
So he started first because he decided to not change his wheels or something. But then it was a bad idea because of the track condition. So then he has to change his wheel, which makes him last. Okay. Ok. I think I get it.
Reste bien attention à l'intérieur.
French.
Et ça se touche, et l'accrochage. Et une voiture.
Accrochage.
Incroyable image de Jules Gounon posée sur le toit de Geoffrey Denardat. Et Jules Gounon qui va perdre gros au championnat cette année.
Wow. How the fuck do you do that? That's amazing.
Incroyable et insolite.
Incroyable.
Ah, cette image, elle va faire le tour des...
Kimi flat spotted his right front tyre and his car is suffering severe vibration. McLaren have two choices. Change the tyre and hand the victory to Alonso, or try and make it to the finish. Kimi can see the problem with his tyre, but it's the final lap. Can it just hold on?
But if it pops out, like, he's just gonna die. Well, maybe not, but that's gonna be a terrible crash.
She's going to get absolutely nothing.
Okay.
The racer in Raikkonen wanted the victory. He wanted to stay out there. The common sense.
Can't blame him for trying.
They didn't do it. Alonso's going to take another 10 points out of him in the World Championship. There's a smile underneath that Spanish crash helmet because Alonso is going to win the European Grand Prix, having not had a sniff of it for the whole race.
Doesn't look as though there's major damage to the car, but we'll keep you informed as to whether... Oh no! Mayhem! And there's millions and millions and millions of dollars of damage here at the mighty Macau.
7 million.
That is one of the worst GT accidents I've ever seen here. And in the place...
I don't want to be the guy that was, you know, stalled on the track and caused this. I'm sure he doesn't have to pay for anything, but everybody's gonna hate him.
City that is a gamble. The lottery has absolutely come to an end.
My goodness. Actually, oh, here we go, on board.
Well.
My goodness.
What were you saying as we walked across the bridge?
Everything had been relatively clean so far today.
Clean.
I rest my valise.
Goodness me.
Frank Stifler, who comes across the line to win the 24 Hours of Spa for 2012. The Ford Mustang struggling across the line as well. There you can see as it tries to get going and take the flag taken. And how about this to get the Mustang over the timing line? It's a big, big, heavy car and a great effort this. How about this for commitment? The car doesn't want to move any further. And a punctured tyre on the last lap and a spin. This is Frank Keckler at the last corner. The number 66 BMW has got a puncture. He's not yet got to the checkered flag. He's within sight of it. And Frank Keckler on the last lap of the race has had a tyre go down. He's going to come across the line.
Back live in Monte Carlo on lap 51. And the man who was in second place, Kimi Raikkonen, is pulling off the racetrack. And now Raikkonen is out of this Grand Prix when he was looking set for certainly a chance to win it at one point. And it looks like yet another mechanical failure and a long walk back through the tunnel. That's a good 20 to 25 minutes to the paddock from there. Plenty of time to have some thoughts about what you do about this situation. Ted Kravitz.
There's a forlorn Kimi Raikkonen still trying to find his way back.
It's a very lonely...
He's the one to pick him up. He has to walk 20 minutes, the walk of shame.
He's walking slowly. He's not in any great hurry to get back and face the team. Definitely a chance of a win
to his
here this afternoon.
Where's he going?
There is Kimi Raikkonen. He's not even gone back to the paddock. He's got his shirt off. He's on his boat, which has a splendid name, One More Toy. He's with some of his best mates from Finland who've consumed their own weight in champagne and beer.
I mean, if he's less,
all weekend.
And car number 50 appears to have slowed. Is he toying with the opposition, or is there a problem? This is our race leader. This was a car that's about to win the Japan Cup Championship. Is he doing it to wind up his pit crew? This is painful to watch. The BMW is petering out of any momentum at all. Looking in the background,
no fuel or something?
in to take victory for Toyota. That's extraordinary. I thought that was just a bit of drama being put into the mix. It's not even going to get second place. It's going to be a Toyota 1-2 victory for Seita Nonaka, and it's stationary. The lights are on, but nothing is happening. She's pushing, but that car is hardly moving. Oh, how cruel is that? The finish line is being crossed, it's being pushed over, and now the number 50 car has taken the finish. The victory was in its hands, but that is the sort of workout a driver does not want. And he collapses in dramatic style, whether that's for show or go. No, he's just worn himself out.
This is a replay of the crash at the start.
Man, can you imagine you're just there, like about to win, and your car just doesn't move anymore? Everybody passes you, and you have to push your car to the finish.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go. That's
it's
it.
Gonna catch on fire.
We thought it might be Cornfart. Yeah, he's had a look down, and unfortunately, that's too late.
And of course, all of this is allowing Joan Mir to
so
close
he's gonna have another fuel.
And so is Maverick 3. They're all down. Something must be down on circuit. What's going on here? Absolute carnage. Absolute carnage.
The oil making them fall.
Down on turn number 6, and red flags will be out in just a second.
Yeah, there's oil down.
Everybody.
We must have at least a dozen riders.
Oh man, that guy on the blue got, like, he was standing up and one of the bike just catched him in the leg.
Red flag. Yeah, there's oil down, isn't there? Something's down.
Look at him.
Must have at least.
Oh. Fuck. No way he didn't get injured.
A dozen riders down there.
I have never seen anything like it in my life.
Almost everybody that hit the oil first was on the floor. He saw that motorcycle flying through the air, and he just reacted at the last minute.
One of the most bizarre scenes you are ever likely to see.
This is going to be a massive, massive cleanup operation.
Okay. That's crazy stuff, yeah. Man, I need to watch more video from this channel. I mean, it's madness. It's very entertaining to watch. That's for sure. That's for sure. Maybe we'll watch more later, if I feel like it.